I've been starting out the day, waking up around 6 a.m. It's still dark outside, you know. You look out the windows and can't see a thing. And then, I've been taking my boot off, getting into my car and driving out to the pool to do an aqua jogging session and make sure I get in early before anyone else is willing to wake up. I knew something wasn't right at Peyton Jordan. I ran a 10K on the track, and every step of the way, my heel, something wasn't right. It wasn't excruciating, but it was enough where it wasn't allowing me to run to my full potential. So after that, did a couple weeks of training, and it got worse, and we decided that it could be plantar fasciitis, and we took a couple weeks off. Saw some massage therapists, some active release therapists, and let the healing process happen. And it kind of did. We thought it was better, and I did about 300 or 400 mile weeks after my ramp back in, and each 100-mile week I could see that it was getting worse and worse and worse. And then we had scheduled the Falmouth Road Race. I could tell something wasn't right before the race, lined up anyways, and during the race I just felt it go. And every step it felt as if someone was putting a knife in my heel. It just hurt really bad. And I knew then when I was limping that something was going to have to be done seriously. And we went and got an MRI, do the diagnosis, and it turned out that I had torn my plantar 75%. Pool running is it's very, very monotonous, extremely monotonous. When you're in the pool, it's just you're going to be in an area that's at most the size of a dining room. It's not like running where you can go out and see the beautiful trees, the fall leaves changing. You can't really decorate or spruce up 4 walls in a indoor pool. It's just you, your thoughts, in the pool the whole time. And it can get pretty trying mentally. And it's just all day, back and forth, and back and forth for 2.5 hours. But it's something that will make you stronger, because every single thing you do running wise out of the pool is going to be more interesting than what you do in the pool. And if you know that you can go through that monotony, then you know you can do anything in a race. The nice thing about the bike is that you can determine your landscape if you work enough. So you can just, what I like to do is take it outside, throw it on the patio facing the woods, and it's really a great time to just reflect on what I want to do in the future, how I want my running to go, kind of imagining myself healthy in races and kicking ass. And being on that bike and looking at those trees out there, there's just something about it that makes me want to pedal as fast as I can. Almost like you want to beat the numbers on the bike as they go higher and higher, and our bike doesn't go up to a certain level, so it's always my goal to be pedaling faster than the machine can record. Keeping my identity through this whole process is definitely a hard thing to do, through being irritable constantly because of the injury, being upset, being angry, being tired, having to deal with hooking up a machine to electrocute me every day. That can really wear on me, and staying Andrew during that time it's really hard. But I've found doing little wacky things that I always do, like get Sarah to hit me in the stomach as hard as she can, or maybe throwing the swim cap on after it's been raining for a couple weeks and see how long I can fight the current in the creek, and doing things like that's really helped me the most stay who I am through this experience. The documentary is called Hurt Not Dead, and I think what we want people to understand is that just because I'm hurt doesn't mean I'm out of it, you know? Just because I'm not running doesn't mean I can't be aqua jogging, doesn't mean I can't be swimming, doesn't mean I can't be cycling, and it doesn't mean I can't be in the weight room hitting the core. You know, there's so many things that you can do to prove that you're hurt, not dead. And I think a lot of people get in their mindset that when they get hurt, their running is dead. And this is kind of about showing the other side that, yeah, you might be out of the running game for a little bit, but that doesn't mean that you can't do things that can help you reach your goals still. Look, I know it's gonna be a long road, and I have a long road ahead of me, and I don't know what's gonna happen between now and June. There's gonna be a lot of things that are out of my control, but I know that through my cross training, through my core, through everything I do, that I'm doing everything in my power to reach there ready to race. And I know that when I get back, I'm gonna hit the ground running, because I have all this training under my belt, and that just because a lot of bad things have happened, it's nothing that's gonna change my goals for the end of the year. It might change how I get to the goals, but it will never change what I want to accomplish.
So we start out with a 15-minute tempo, then 10 times, 50 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and another 12-minute tempo, and then 8 times 45 with 15-second rest, then a 6-minute tempo, then 6 times 30-30 to finish off the day.